So what's a new law?
Trial by combat.
It's gonna be its nose.
It's so cute.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, it's like a little angler dangly.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is my beautiful wife, Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to Season 2, Episode 2 of Invincible. In about 6 hours, I lose my virginity to a fish.
I would ask what this episode's about, but I think that
There
title...
are very many ways to interpret that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
My thought is that one of the members of the Guardians of the Globe was like a fish man. Maybe there's like an Atlantis civilization.
Yeah.
And like somehow Mark goes down there and they are like, you should be our prince or like something like that. I don't know. We've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, so
Yeah.
feels like one of those.
It's very on brand for that. I'm really stuck on the title. I'm sorry.
Yeah. What is about to happen?
That's okay.
Guess there's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're excited / a little terrified for this episode of Invincible, make sure to hit like, comment, subscribe down below for episodes coming every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes right now, they're all posted to Patreon in their extended full-length forms. Also, we are about to start our newest series, which after this will be Has Been Hotel. We're very excited about that. Very excited for that. And without further ado, are we excited for episode 2 of season 2 of Invincible?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Listen up, Dunderheads! This video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
Target is Doc Seismic.
Remember, he lived.
We're going to college.
Hard to believe.
You know how he's like king of the lava monsters?
Now in charge.
The UU symbol kind of looks like a bird.
I was thinking like a baseball diamond.
Also that, but there typically aren't U's on a baseball diamond.
Yes, but it's a logo. Are there U's on a bird?
Yeah, actually, lots of birds have big discoloration things around their eyes because
are they
it
shaped
gives
like a capitalized U?
If a single sequid fuses
Yeah, and that still is cooking that
hate
plot.
that. Yeah,
one.
Yeah, see,
That's the fish.
The fish guy.
yeah, but the fish is dead.
But his society probably isn't. Okay, this guy blew up and he's still in this somehow. I don't get it.
I'm ready.
No, you're not.
I'll work for you.
Maybe there are multiples of him.
Maybe.
For some of you, it probably seemed like this day would never come. For others, it came far too quickly.
Pause.
Maybe you're even wondering if you're ready for this. For what comes next.
Mark's not seriously gonna miss his own graduation, is he?
He's just running a little late. This is why I quit superheroing.
I mean, you only get to say goodbye to high school once. It needs to be enjoyed.
Did she quit superheroing?
He'll be
I thought she was like saving the world.
Like capital superheroing.
Oh, he's back.
Perfect.
All so ignorant of your true crimes against terra firma.
What is it with you and historical
Terra
monuments?
Therma.
Professor Seismic, right?
Doc Seismic. I never taught.
Didn't you fall into like a huge pool of lava?
Do you know what this obscene phallus is constructed from? He asked,
Isn't it marble?
expecting some idiotic answer. Granite stolen from the earth. Iron ripped from her loins. Bricks made of the clay she bleeds from humanity's endless ruinations.
Isn't that most buildings?
You can keep the ones made of wood. Everything else.
All right. Weirdly specific.
Oh, he perfected the jetpack technology.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, he's got a lava monster
Perfect.
army.
Meet my magma knights.
I liked you better when you just hated presidents.
As you find your place in the world, know that it won't always be easy. Sometimes life hits you with everything it's got.
Yeah, this seems to be happening right now.
The fact that he's like supposed to be at graduation right now is crazy.
And he's just fighting
He
at
has
the
other stuff
Washington
going
Monument.
on. Why does their Washington Monument have no pool?
Do they typically have a pool? Does it typically have a pool?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
there's a big reflection pool.
Isn't that in front of it?
Yeah, it's nowhere. Okay, it's like
Like from one angle, I bet it looks closer, but maybe that's the. Let's look
I
it up.
remember seeing it and it being much, much closer. Although, to be fair, I was chasing ducklings and my dad was having a meltdown at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial.
Distance.
Oh, okay. My
I see.
bad.
Surprised that thing's still standing.
Not for long. Yeah, there it goes.
Reclaims her stolen flesh.
When you find yourself in the shadow of adversity, do not be afraid. For without adversity,
Easy for you to
there
say.
can be no triumph. Without testing your limits, you will never know how strong you truly are.
Dang. How many times are we going to see Mark get demolished?
A lot.
Whoa.
Those are cool. Are those impact frames or just
I don't think so. They would,
okay.
I mean, I guess maybe
It
they
was
could be considered that.
very
but-
cool shapes?
You're running out of time, kid.
Thank you for that.
Even your greatest heroes are useless against the power of
Is he going through it?
All that training.
Nice save, Mark. Would have been better if you had stopped him before he destroyed another one of America's greatest treasures.
It's not destroyed.
It's going to fall.
I could try pushing it back out to,
Do not do that. We'll take it from here.
As the great Abraham Lincoln once said, whatever you are, be a good one.
Did he really say that? It doesn't sound very Lincoln-y.
Oh,
That's what the
Right.
that's the immortal.
Inspirational quotes. Cool.
Hey there,
Wait, that's so
hero.
interesting.
Timing. Is that sulfur?
Oh man, wait till I tell you about this guy. He's a case against higher education.
I'd say it's been fun, but high school.
Real. Sebastian.
Marcus
Hey, Hoagie.
Sebastian. I thought we weren't keeping secrets from each other anymore.
Some secrets should never be revealed. Justine.
Everyone please rise.
All right, cute.
Congratulations.
Seems like their relationship's a little better.
All right. Okay.
Oh, he threw us too high.
Remember, be bold, be original.
Be invincible.
Nice. Oh.
Oh, party at Eve's place.
Very cool.
Oh, that's so cool.
She's got to be the best interior decorator.
Yeah.
It's graduating high school, not losing your virginity.
2 of fish in 6 hours.
Summer plans. Go.
Nothing but swimming pools and sleeping late for 2 whole months. I mean,
That sounds nice.
on the weekends.
I love sleeping.
I'm at the
And
community
laying.
center Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Oh, and did I tell you guys I'm volunteering for the Katie Giles campaign?
That's a lot of things to do.
Do you even know your state comptroller?
I don't even know what a state comptroller is, but you do you. I'm gonna find the trash.
Very Kevin Malone
I've
core.
never heard of and binge every episode twice. Eve, please tell Amy to properly vacate.
I really would fit into this friend group very well.
Yeah.
Finished the reconstruction up in Chicago. Sorry, I didn't mean to make that
Not
weird
that
for
part.
you or
No, that's
That's where their brawl took
amazing.
place.
Do you ever miss punching bad guys in the face? Seems cathartic.
right now, I'm just happy helping people.
Speaking of,
That's crazy.
God, I
love having superhero friends. I mean, Eve specifically. Mark won't even take me flying anymore.
To graduation and new beginnings. Mark?
I'm on call. Cecil might need me.
You're always on call now.
That's the job.
It's all right.
Like, he's the strongest in the world, yeah.
Here.
What's this?
Virgin Mai Tai.
Very funny.
A lot of virgin jokes being made here.
I'm telling you, this Martian problem isn't gonna fix itself. They were gonna execute us. We
So one of these are fake.
Alive.
They're trying to save their planet.
From their own slaves. If those Sequids ever take over, Earth is next. We need to strike first. Send up that Invincible guy again.
You're talking about starting an interplanetary war.
Livingston. What makes you think
He's a shapeshifter.
This guy seems fake.
Yeah, he's one of the shapeshifters. Is that? It's not giving us the author, the voice actors, but it sounds like Ben Schwartz from Parks and Rec. Yes, it is him.
Oh my god!
Of
No
course.
way.
Well, what makes you think I know anything about Martians? Is that how you say it, Martians?
He's probably the last one since they all got taken over by the Sequids.
Urination chamber.
The urination chamber.
Get a grip. Get a grip. You are a smart Earth astronaut.
Hey, everything okay, Russ?
Everything's okay, yeah. Sorry, how long have you been standing there? Not that it matters, because I have nothing to hide.
Well, listen, son. I know things haven't been easy since Mars. After
Guess you can play it off as PTSD.
One can blame you for being a little, not yourself. But it's been months, and quite frankly, Livingston, this is the U.S. Space Administration, not therapy.
Oh, God.
Well, I don't know how else to say this.
Oh, he's getting fired.
What? Spare me! I won't fail you again. I swear on my 3-chambered heart. Just please do not stand all 3 of them.
Christ on a Christmas tree. No one's killing anybody. But effective immediately, you're taking a temporary leave till you can get your head on straight.
3-chambered heart. What are we doing?
That should have been a giveaway.
How does the head of space not know, like, intro anatomy?
What?
How does, like, the head of space
I think he just thinks
know?
he's out of his mind a little bit right now. Galvanized steel beams.
Weld 2 frames from galvanized square steel to extend outside.
Whew, there. Saved you some work.
What the hell do you think you're doing? You scared the piss out of my entire crew.
Yeah, there's, like, no heads up.
I'm just
Maybe let him know.
Yeah, right?
That's the code.
You know what? Go stuff your coat up your ass. I live in that building, and if it was up to the bureaucrats, we'd be sleeping in high school gyms until Labor Day.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Mommy! Does this mean we can go home now?
It's about time someone cut through all the red tape and did something, instead of just talking about it. You know how long
I feel like that's gonna be important.
mess? 6 years. Oh, but unless you know somebody, good luck.
You know me, don't you?
Whoa. Her powers are the coolest.
Like, ever in the world, maybe. A park? Maybe a play set? Shut up.
Stop
That is so cute.
What if the park is radioactive though? I'm a little scared of that, but you know what I mean? Like, what if there's a reason they didn't fix it?
Oh, I see. I feel like she could probably just, like, reset the radioactivity.
Maybe. But you get my feelings on that?
Yeah.
That's maybe.
Hey, Mom. No. Everything's fine. Great, actually. I was just thinking about you and... Is something wrong?
Did Dad die?
Oh, no.
Hey, Mom.
I mean, honestly, he's the worst character in the show, so...
Yeah, he's pretty bad.
He does nothing right. Literally nothing right.
No.
Like, dude, I went back and rewatched episode like 6, and he literally says to her, the worst day of my life is when you got powers. And it's like, you were already a bad father before that.
Father of the year.
Terrible father.
Since when do you drink coffee?
Since I got my powers.
Oh. I hadn't noticed. It keeps doing that. I told Cecil those contractors he hired were total amateurs.
Yeah, they had to fix it because Dad freaking blew it up.
Can we please not do this right now?
Sorry. I guess we're both still a bit raw. How about we take a little break? I found some crazy deals online. I'm thinking beach trip. You and me. Somewhere tropical with a fancy hotel. Bermuda, maybe St. Lucia.
Seriously?
Call it a graduation present.
I want to, but Cecil told me the Guardians are working out some issues, and I don't know if I can take off right now.
Well, what about taking the time to enjoy your last summer being a kid?
I'm not a kid anymore.
Yes, I know that. You're an adult. But that means making your own choices. You don't have to do everything Cecil tells you.
Yeah, Mom, I kinda do. The last time I did this on my own, half a city got destroyed.
I understand why you think you have to prove yourself, but you don't. You're a good person. No one thinks you're going to turn out like your father.
But then why would you even say it?
Immortal thinks it.
I'm sorry. That's not what I meant.
Mark, I need you.
Thank God.
Oh, that's what he's
I
thinking.
have to go.
Mark, wait.
What do you make of that scene?
Wow. Okay.
It's just pretty, like, interesting that his whole motivation is to go erase any doubt that he'll turn out like his dad. Like, that, I think that immortal conversation he had where he was like, I don't trust you because you're probably going to be like him. Like, that kind of is getting to him.
Yeah, I mean, how could it not, you know?
Yeah.
Like, especially when you think that your dad is a superhero. Like, every kid thinks their dad's a superhero when they're little. But then if your dad is literally like an actual superhero and you grow up your entire life being told like, wow, he's amazing and the best and so strong and so powerful and so good and you're so lucky to have him and we're so lucky to have him.
And saying constantly like, I want to be just like him. That's what he kept saying in season 1.
So to have all of this like life history of the goal being similarity and to have been told, oh, you're just like your dad in like a compliment way his entire life. I mean, more the idea of constant comparison to someone who is so highly renowned to then like completely shift that and have the goal be never to turn out like them and to be as different as you possibly can. You still have all of that like history and experience logged away of all of the moments that like you did something and you were like, wow, I'm getting closer to being just like him.
Yeah.
Like those things still happened. And so
like he already partially got himself to being like his dad. So it's like tough to like change course and be like, I want to be nothing like him when he built his whole foundation on being like him.
Exactly. I also wonder if there's a component of like, he doesn't believe that his dad was always like this, that like maybe he wants to believe that for a while he had like changed his mind.
I disagree with that one.
Yeah, no, he explained pretty clearly that that was not.
Yeah, we'll see if it keeps eating away at him.
I feel like it's gonna, unfortunately.
I quit. I'm done. Fuck your training, man. Oh. People try and kill me every single day. Look, I don't need that shit at home. Oh. Somebody got me in the balls.
Maybe if you trained more and complained less, we could get back to saving lives.
We just stopped him from being that guy. And now we've got you? Fuck my life. Kate, is that you? I've got a boo-boo that could use some duplicasses.
Don't like this.
We are not dating.
Okay.
And second, that's inappropriate language for the workplace. So kiss your own boo-boo. Boo. Boo.
Wait,
Is she getting her other person getting?
You shitting me? You goddamn geriatric hypocrite.
This is none of your business.
You and I were never a thing.
Oh my god.
Deal with it.
Oh my goodness.
Don't do this.
She's with Abraham Lincoln.
We called them heroes.
That was crazy.
Okay.
No one ever expected to call the guardians of the globe victims. Welcome to our first annual commemoration of the massacre that shook the world. We began by honoring Aquarius, king of Atlantis. Aquarius first won hearts and minds.
Hi, Russ.
Yes, Russ?
I know you lost your job, but the rent's been due for months. So, you know.
I do?
Just find a way to pay your bills, or I need you out by the end of next week.
Next, we honor the Guardian's fallen green do-gooder.
You didn't get it at all.
And what is the plan here?
Stars, but Martian Man will always be one of Earth's greatest superheroes. Martian Man always made time to help first responders on the scene. With his gentle nature and kind
That's cool.
spirit, Martian Man made Earth his home.
Here's a need to know. We've had multiple corroborated sightings of Darkwing.
Which is perturbing me, considering
What?
that I personally ID'd what was left of his ribcage last
Yeah,
year.
how is Darkwing alive?
Sorry.
Midnight City.
That's interesting.
The Midnight Magician cursed it back in 02.
Oh.
When you say cursed, is that like a metaphor or?
Does it look like a
Is
metaphor?
it night at all times?
The hell?
I mean, it's cursed. Permanent midnight, perpetual darkness, summer on the dark side of the moon.
That's crazy.
That is so weird.
Let me know when you're done playing tourist.
Oh, Darkwing. Do you remember what happened to them?
No.
Darkwing in his introduction scene, he had an introduction scene at the very beginning of the series where he was fighting the Mauler twins. Then he had a scene where we saw him string up these two guys and go, I'm getting called by the Guardians. I'll be back for you in the morning. And he died. So they just starved to death there.
Oof.
Terrifying.
Yikes.
Please, somebody help me!
That seems very different person.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, it's a different person.
Snum like you never hurt another innocent person again.
Come on, man. Darkwing was at my 12th birthday party, so I'm pretty sure he doesn't kill people. Also, pretty sure he's dead.
Killed by your father, Invincible, which is why I carry on his work. I was Nightboy, his assistant.
Oh, he's the Robin.
Sidekick?
We don't use that term. It's degrading.
Okay, bring him in.
All right.
He's lost it.
You think?
You hear them too?
Huh?
You hear them too? Oh no.
Oh, man. You're coming with me, okay?
Yes, I do, through Bluetooth.
Hey.
I mean, if you're hearing voices,
nice.
buddy.
So watch it. Huh?
Cloaking tech?
Ow! I felt
They just disappeared through the building.
Developed this exoskeleton to help even the field against those like you. That's not what you
Huh.
should be worried about.
Hey, man. I said I felt that punch. I didn't say it hurt.
No. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What is this place?
Shadowverse. There are dark things here. Hungry things. Even I don't dare to stay too long. But I hope you like it.
They just trap him in there?
You are never leaving.
I like the old Darkwing better.
I'm the hero here. I'm saving the world from Omni-Man's son.
Hey, don't call me that.
Let go.
Not until you take me back. Guess who they'll eat first?
You would never.
He's not even hurting him.
I'm Omni-Man's son.
Oh.
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
This is not helping what we talked about earlier.
Whoa.
There. let go of...
What was in there?
Mark? We lost you for a minute. Where were you?
You'll have to ask Darkwing's sidekick when he regains consciousness.
Okay, bring him in. I gotta sign off. Something just came up.
Anything I can do?
What power is
I
that?
doubt it. Debbie,
What?
what
Oh.
a pleasant surprise. What can I do for you?
There's some sort of dark, like, dimension that Night Boy can access.
And they can't communicate in there because the tech didn't work.
Yeah, so that's something to keep an eye on. And there was some sort of creature in there. And, I mean, Mark did do everything he had to do to get back home safely. I mean, like, him dropping that could have been more of a bluff to be like, you have no idea what I'm capable of, as in, like, take me back right now. Like, I'm not going to live in this dark dimension.
Yeah, no, it absolutely could be, but when he, like, can't sleep at night and he's, like, telling himself, oh, I'm not like my dad, I'm not like my dad, that moment is gonna come back.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point.
Mark almost missed his high school graduation because of you. He only gets one of those. He's barely 18, Cecil.
Mark came to me. I'm looking out for him. I'm easing him back into the job.
It's not a job. And he's not your soldier. You can't just order him around.
Well, at least he follows orders. Debbie, I didn't mean...
As opposed to...
Isn't it? That you're in control, not him. That he's not like his father. I can't believe you'd even think that after everything Mark went through.
Wow.
And what if you decide you can't trust him? What then?
That won't happen.
I wish I believed you.
Debbie, I meant what I said about looking out for Mark. No dangerous stuff until he's ready. And he calls the shots. You have my word.
Sir, the Mars file you requested.
How are you alive?
Donald?
Debbie, are you okay?
She was just leaving.
That was Donald.
Does he not know that he died?
You don't sound fine, Mom. Are you and Dad fighting again?
No, nothing like that.
Well, then what? Mom, it's me. I'll put on some tea and we can just talk, okay?
Things have been a little tight lately financially, but we're fine, really, sweetie.
Mom, why didn't you say something? You know I can help out.
Samantha! Turn it back, please, before your father gets home.
Oh my god. Pride thing. We don't need handouts.
Oh, he's working at a burger place.
Dad?
Oh.
What are you doing in a burger merch shirt?
It's called an honest day's work.
At the furniture store. You've been there for 20
Yep.
years. Until you people turn the Chicago corporate office into a pile of rubble.
God, why didn't you tell me?
Maybe you should have asked instead of flying off to God knows where doing God knows what.
All right, well, I'm here now. You don't have to work some minimum wage job like a teenager. I can give you and Mom whatever you want.
I've provided for this family longer than you've been alive.
Have you?
There, 24 karat. You can sell this.
Turn it back.
Ugh, you're being stubborn for no reason.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Change it back.
Change it back to the thing that she already created.
Yeah.
The Times wants to interview me about my work in Chicago. I will visit in a few days to check in and make Dad sell this. Bye.
Hi there. I'm calling on behalf.
I hate her dad so much.
He's pretty terrible.
Like, oh my god. He's so frustrating.
Yeah.
Like, where's the argument? Oh, it's an honest day's work. Oh.
What the fuck are you talking about?
But yeah, this dad sucks.
Yeah, hate this guy.
There's not much to even say. Like, and if anybody in the comments is like, oh, he doesn't suck,
You're stupid.
you need to rethink that one. He just cares about his daughter. No, he doesn't. We saw in the original, like, Adam Eve special, he doesn't.
Hi there. I'm calling on behalf of the Katie Giles campaign to ask for your vote in next month's state comptroller election. No, comptroller? You know, overseeing budgets, auditing state finances. Hello? Hello?
I think you need a new slogan that doesn't have the word audit in it or comptroller.
Local politics might not be as sexy as flying around in tights, but that doesn't mean you're the only one saving the world.
See? That's a better slogan.
Shouldn't you be off punching things into space?
Surprise? I'm taking you to to lunch.
Unexpected, but appreciated. Let me go grab my bag. There's this great Thai place down the street.
Mark, we need you to blah blah.
I had somewhere else in mind.
We're going to Italy.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
That is a very cool idea. Like, you will be. Paris.
Okay. You can look now. Oh my god.
No, just kidding.
You brought me
Or-
to Paris? Sort of. Is that a casino?
Oh, is it Las Vegas?
Vegas, yeah. I was like, that does not look like the Eiffel Tower.
Okay. You only get an hour for lunch, and I can't fly you to Europe that fast without your skin ripping off.
I love that he could do it.
Mark, I need you.
Give me a sec.
Bro.
Okay.
Dinner tonight instead.
God damn it. God damn it. Okay.
Go save the world, Invincible.
At least she's
Okay.
getting it more
This
now.
is understanding.
Shera isn't the only one you listen to.
You're way too
Okay.
Can't just leave him. Leave
Where
her there.
is she gonna go now?
Also, I need to take you back to work first.
Okay.
Okay, I was
All
like,
right.
well, you're just gonna leave her
what
on
the
top of
fuck?
that.
Yeah, no, have fun getting back from Vegas.
Whoa.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, including you.
Yeah. What was that symbol?
Lightning?
No, there was like a symbol he was standing on.
Oh.
Turns out the Atlantis
Oh.
about Omni-Man murdering their king Aquarius.
Makes sense.
Vanished like a fart in a hurricane. Atlantean law dictates that his sentence falls to his next of kin.
Oh.
You.
What are we doing?
Stupid law? Maybe. But Atlantis controls the oceans. They threaten to erase the eastern seaboard if we don't deal with this.
You want
My
me to go to war
goodness.
against an entire underwater civilization?
According to Atlantean custom, the only way to atone for the king's murder is to marry his widow.
What?
Huh?
It's an honor when you think about it.
I can't marry a fish. I have a girlfriend.
Relax. Strictly symbolic. All you have to do is go through the ceremony. Maybe kiss the bride. Then all is forgiven and everyone moves on. It's easy.
Okay, but like, will I have to? You know,
So it's either death or marry the bride? That doesn't make any
what
sense.
exactly am I looking at?
You're right. Sorry, kid.
Well, I kinda called it.
Good luck down
Yeah.
there. I'll be listening.
You didn't say anything about banging the fish bride, though.
Yeah.
So
I'm assuming that'll come up in the... Oh, Lizard
it's
League.
the Lizard League.
You called me back for the Lizard League?
They've hit a bio-research lab outside of Dallas.
How? We got King Lizard rotting in a prison cell.
It appears that Supreme Lizard has seized control in his absence.
Send in the Guardians.
Yeah, they should be able to take on the Lizard League.
Nope. Not this bullshit again. I'm not doing another me. That me better not be you, Rudy.
It's
What?
not.
Who? The Martian.
Who are you?
Yeah.
I call me
Shapeshifter.
the Shapesmith.
I call me the Shapesmith.
Guardians!
Things usually this weird around here.
You have no idea.
This is pretty normal. That's cool.
Yeah, Atlantis
Kinda
always
looks
has the
like
coolest
Arcane.
design. Yeah.
Where this?
Couldn't he breathe underwater already?
No. That was never
He's
established.
invincible.
Invincible doesn't mean he can't die. He's just really, really strong. He was about to die. His dad could have killed him. Do you think he wasn't gonna die?
I kind of feel like not having oxygen is a different amount of damage than getting the shit beaten out of you by your superhero father.
He can still die. Like the name is Invincible.
What is invincible? What?
It's because he's
technically-
really strong.
Technically, what does invincible mean?
It
Miriam
means too
up in
powerful to
here.
be defeated or overcome.
Including by water.
All right, I'm gonna look up, can Viltrumites drown? They can hold their breath for 2 weeks, but they can die. What?
You think he's gonna stay down there for 2 weeks?
It's easier to not have to hold your breath. He has to talk. You think he can talk while holding his breath?
Yes.
No, you lose all your breath. That's what talking is. You're being obtuse. You're being obtuse. You're being very obtuse.
Just
and
a
usually
little.
you're a cute.
A cutie. Oh boy. All right. Where is the fish widow?
The Fido.
So stupid.
Like, why are they excited for him? They thought they were gonna kill him.
Yeah, right?
There she is.
All right.
Son of he who slayed my husband.
About that,
Hear me out.
You will address her as your majesty. Air breather.
Right, Your Majesty. I'm very sorry for what my father did, but I can't do this. I have a girlfriend, name is Amber, and we're finally in a good place. So even though, you know, you seem super nice, it just wouldn't feel right to...
What do you speak of?
Isn't that why I'm here? To be your new king?
Why would I need a king?
Does she need an heir?
I've him for a decade while Aquarius played dress up with you humans.
Oh, then we're not getting married?
We abolished that barbaric custom. What do you think we are, savages?
Oh my! Oh, thank God! I mean, thank you, Your Majesty. Great. So what's a new law?
Trial by combat.
Oh. Very different direction than I thought.
Okay, I thought you must give me a child.
Oh, you are cute.
It's just
little
gonna be its
seahorse.
nose or something.
That seems a little unfair.
All right, cocky.
It's gonna be its nose.
It's so cute.
Yep.
Oh, it's like a little angler dangly.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, since when is trial by combat less barbaric than marriage?
A lot more sense.
Kind of like with the
God,
cabinet.
does nothing in this house work?
Yeah. I think this is a different house.
Ah. Things are just not going well for her.
Yeah.
Paul, let's sell this bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Debbie.
This place is adorable.
Hi.
So pleased to meet you. Come on in.
I love it.
Yeah, I think this is the Russian widow of Red Rush.
It was professionally redone only 2 years ago.
When are you taking offers?
Wednesday.
Whoa! Slow down.
I was just asking.
Yeah? We're definitely not offering on this place.
It's in our price range.
What's his
We like the
problem?
location, the school.
It's too far from the office. You want me to get home even later?
There's excellent local transit.
Of course I don't. I just think
It's not happening. When you earn the money,
Oh.
you can decide where we live.
Nope.
Oh.
She's not your pet.
Oh.
Did we mention the spacious
Get
garage? Why
fucked.
don't you all go ahead? I'll meet you there in a jiffy.
Oh.
Why don't we take this?
Boo. That guy was a jerk.
Yeah, seriously.
Punch it real hard.
Yeah, that'll do it.
What the hell's going on down there?
Your file on Atlantean law needs some serious updating.
This wasn't the deal. I'm pulling you out. Back up some way.
He can do it.
What?
Come on. What are you confused on something?
Just the method, the two-handed punch.
I think it's just maximum strength.
That doesn't seem like it would be maximum strength to me, but
Two-headed overhead club is pretty strong.
yeah, I was more thinking of like a tennis backhand when you don't know how to do a tennis backhand because it just looked like a...
Interesting comparison there.
I'm not very good at tennis backhands. We did that for the first time last week.
It was fun. That was an impact frame.
Okay. Oh.
Is that gonna mess up the earpiece?
Oh.
Oh no.
How far away is that backup? Incoming.
Oh no, it broke the
Now
chain.
it's free.
They'll destroy their society now that's free. Oh!
Cecil! That thing got loose! It's killing everyone! Well, they should have thought about that before they brought it home from the store. I can't leave those people to die! They tried to
That's a terrible thing to say.
All they wanted was justice for what my dad did.
He has to answer for it.
Your father, Mark.
He's not leaving.
That's why I'm going back.
Yep.
All right.
Looks like Ursula a little bit.
Yeah.
Got some distance. There's an impact frame. It's got a tough exterior. Oh, it's bleeding.
Oh. Did he just go through it? Oh,
no, I think he's cracked its shell.
My goodness.
Yeah. Nice. We haven't really ever seen the upper limit of his strength.
No. Oh.
Sick.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Damn.
Descending at that speed's probably not great for him.
Yeah.
What is this? Oh, is it gonna go to shore? Wait. Well.
You got lucky this time. Lucky?
Yeah, that was so lucky.
You saved the Queen's life. The next time I give you an order, you listen. Pull up the audio from that fight. Give it to the boys in R&D. I want a report in a week.
Yes, sir.
Oh. He's still developing counter methods.
Came to speak with you. She seemed
Do you get what I mean?
distressed.
He's developing counter methods to the fish thing?
No. He figured
he's
out.
developing countermeasures to Mark.
Yes. Well, not even Mark. I think Viltrumites, because he knows Omni-Man's still out there.
Yeah.
He knows he's probably going to come back. He's still looking for ways to even impact them, and he goes, that did something to him.
Yeah.
So
we'll explore that.
Dude, is he incrementally sending Mark out into the field to see the weaknesses that are developed from him and develop countermeasures against Viltrumites? Like, that's such a crazy thing.
That is.
But it works, technically. Like, keeping
For
him
the
safe,
time
but
being.
just checking on... Like, he was like, yep, I got my information. Get out of there.
Mhm.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sir, when Debbie came to speak with you, she seemed distressed when she saw me.
And she's a distressed person. After the numbers we did on her, who knows what's going through her head? Anything else, Donald?
I don't think he knows that he's a replicant.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. I feel like you wouldn't ask if you knew.
Yeah, oh my god.
We don't want your fake food or your fake gold.
They're not fake. But I get it. You had your job for years and losing it must feel awful. I know how hard you work to provide for Mom and me. No one is trying to take that away from you. You gotta get over this stupid man of the house thing. I'm trying to help.
Oh yeah? Like you helped Chicago? The whole lot was unstable. That's why the city never built there. It's a miracle nobody was killed. This is what happens when you think rules are just for us
I
pathetic
was
normal.
thinking there was something with it.
Powers don't make you a hero. They make you dangerous.
I have to go.
Don't come
Yikes.
back until you figure that out.
It stayed that time.
Yep.
Just kidding.
That's gotta be so frustrating.
You motherfucker!
It's a reminder that he destroyed their house.
Exactly. Somebody sedate me. And she's been trying to hide this from Mark.
Yeah.
And Mark's been trying to hide getting the shit beaten out of him from her.
Yeah. They're both not in the greatest spot.
No.
What?
He's too similar to Nolan.
Maybe.
Okay, just kidding.
Still trying to keep him away from it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And over here is our training room.
Wow. Look at all those things.
Ooh, why don't you show him the shower, Immortal? It's super roomy. You could do anything in there, right?
And you get to live here?
Play your cards right and maybe you can too someday. The Guardians could use someone with your talents.
Forgive me for questioning your authority, Immortal, but we don't know anything about the Shapesmith.
I can tell you.
Is he not going to say he's
I was
Martian?
born a baby human right here on the planet of Earth.
What is going on Mars right now?
I got my superpowers in a random industrial accident.
Oh, God.
I swore to use my abilities for good and to help people and to protect my planet, no matter what.
Oh, no.
Because I am a normal human superhero. Am I in?
Yes, we were defeated. Yes,
The Lizard League.
It was embarrassing. Yes, it was my plan. But we are not a joke. We are the Lizard League, and we are unstoppable.
We're unstoppable. We're unstoppable.
As they're all bloodied and beaten.
My leadership, instead of that fool King Lizard, we will rise again.
All hail Supreme Lizard. All hail Supreme.
Oh. Oh.
If anyone is going to turn this organization around, it's going to be King Lizard.
Oh, he's back.
Any objections?
King Lizard has returned.
King Lizard is back. Supreme Lizard is down for the count.
Yeah. Uh-oh. So King Lizard must have escaped. That triggered this, I guess? Or are we going to see an Angstrom Levy thing?
Tell you anything. Who the hell are you? Anyway?
Whoa.
Think of me as an old friend.
Why would anyone do that?
In your current predicament.
What is happening? How do they have him? What?
Fine. They were smart. After our ultimatum, they ambushed my dad with experimental quantum bombs. Still cost them most of Europe.
Oh, this is a world where they actually stopped Omni-Man and Invincible. Angstrom Levy must have teleported here to figure out what exactly they did to stop them.
Oh, okay. I see.
After our ultimatum, they ambushed my dad with experimental quantum bombs. Still cost them most of Europe. Then they just wore me down. Brought me when I finally had to sleep.
Interesting.
Freeze! Who the hell are you?
That's what I said.
Me?
Oh.
I'm not your problem.
Wait a minute. Hold on. This is a world where women were in charge.
Oh.
They actually got the job done. It's like woman Cecil and woman Donald.
That's what I
Well.
Me? I'm not your problem.
Then whose problem are you?
His. Well, not his, but close enough. Make him pay for what he did to your world.
What? Stop! Hey, you promised you'd help me! Hey! leave me here! Hey!
All right.
Wow. What an amazing episode.
Look, I'm not really supposed to, Thetis thinks there's a mole. I am supposed to...
Oh! That's a Viltrumite.
Oh, jeez. They're just punching him around space.
What are your first thoughts before we jump into our discussion?
Great episode. I'm really excited about the potential for seeing how they were captured in a different universe to be applied in this one for Omni-Man. I was thinking of it more of an extension of what you were saying earlier about Cecil sending out Invincible to see what his weaknesses are so he could create a countermeasure for Viltrumites in general. I feel like this is kind of working in the same way. We're finding out how they were captured in the other universe would give them ideas for how Viltrumites can be captured in general.
Yeah, and I mean, learning how they killed Omni-Man is a pretty big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so experimental quantum bombs are what did him in.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to keep thinking on that one, but there was so much that happened in that episode. That was fantastic. Thank you for watching, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe down below if you're excited for more episodes of Invincible. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes right now, they're all posted to Patreon in their extended full-length forms. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our amazing Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions we answer after every episode of any show we're watching, join the link in the description below and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. Maddie G has asked all the questions this time once again.
Fabulous work.
For anybody who wants to ask questions, please go to our Invincible question posts. We really want to see them. Question 1. Maddie G asks, in this episode, we see the further effects of Nolan's actions, with Mark needing to clean up the mess Nolan left behind and Debbie trying to give Mark a more normal life. How do you think the reverberations of Nolan's sins will continue to impact Mark and Debbie moving forward?
I mean, I think just the fact that they feel such a strong need to separate themselves from his actions, like that's going to be something that affects everything they do moving forward forever. I think another big thing is going to be the lack of trust between Cecil and like the government people and superheroes.
Superheroes or just Mark?
Like, they're probably most concerned with Mark, but also just superheroes in general. Just the idea that you could rely on someone who is so powerful and think they're so good for so long, and then out of nowhere, they just kill all of their coworkers. Like, that's... Anytime someone does something that is so unexpected, it kind of makes you reconsider everything in general.
Yeah, I'm sure they have a stronger vetting process now. Like, I'm sure Shapesmith is going to have to go through some hoops to try to get in, and they'll probably discover he's Martian.
Yeah.
And if they don't, that's kind of a showing of them not being as prepared as they should be with the way things went with the Viltrumites.
Very true.
I think it's going to affect Mark in that there's going to be a lot of situations where he maybe could go back and help, but like... he probably should walk away to be okay, but he's gonna say my dad would have walked away. And like the thing is, Omni-Man, while doing some awful things, probably did have some great instincts in certain situations.
Yeah.
So going exact opposite of him is probably not the best thing in every situation.
That's a really good point. Fuck, that made me think of something and then I just immediately lost it. Fuck, it was smart too. Oh. Okay, so there's this thing where like the internal subconscious voice in your head is a lot of times your parents. So if you're like used to that, and Mark has been like doing things over the course of his life, it's like, I want to be like my dad, like I want to be like Omni-Man, so the thing that I'm inclined to do is what he would be inclined to do, and so because I want to be like him, I should do the exact same thing. And then, you know, obviously on the other hand, he's kind of in this new position where he's like, okay, anything my dad would do, I'm not gonna do, and anything he wouldn't do, I am gonna do. But sometimes the voice in your head isn't your parents. It's just what is logically the best situation, like what is logically the best move for a certain situation. But if you're thinking of literally everything you think through the lens of my instinctual immediate thought is wrong because it's my dad, you're gonna make bad choices.
Yeah, I think it'll definitely continue to impact him in that way, and we'll see if that comes to a head.
What it reminds me of is that quote, like, your first thought is what you've been programmed to think, your second thought defines who you actually are. If Mark is thinking that his first thought is like Omni-Man and shitty, and he's gonna try to change it so that he can be in control of who he really is, if he has like an actual good instinct, he's gonna second guess the fuck out of it, which is a problem.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Let's go to our second question. All right, question 2. Matty G asks, we see Donald, who blew himself up last season, back in action, no worse for wear. How do you think this was achieved? What kind of issues might this cause in the future? And I'll add to that, he also doesn't know.
Yeah, he seems like a clone who is just completely unaware that he's been cloned, so I am assuming like all of the memories and knowledge and experience transferred. So I don't know what kind of technology that is working with, because we saw the
couldn't be all the knowledge because he doesn't remember dying.
No, I mean all of the knowledge from before. Like, he still knows how to do his job. Like, my thought would be, like, if someone died and then their body was, like, remade, but they had no prior knowledge, they would still have to, like, relearn English. Or, like, when we saw the 2 blue clone things, there was, like, a knowledge transfer component, right?
The Mauler twins.
The Mauler twins, yeah. I don't remember specifically if there was, like, a discussion of if the new twin is gonna think it's always been the twin, or if it's aware that it's like a reincarnation of the twin. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same process, I would guess.
You don't? Okay.
Yeah, because it's not the Mauler twins. I'm assuming they would do it a different way.
Maybe it's the same technology, though.
I think it'd be different. Because I think the Mauler twins have a specific knowledge that makes them able to do that. I think this might be a little bit, maybe it's like a robot. Like,
interesting.
Like, maybe they just downloaded his consciousness or something. It also begs the question, has this happened before? Has Donald died several times? Like,
such a good question. Has anyone died several times? Like, is anyone that we're talking to the actual, like, original version of themselves?
Yeah, very intriguing, but you have to keep an eye on him. I'm
very weird.
I think it's clone or robot.
Clone.
And
oh, I thought you were asking me.
Yeah. We'll have to see. Let's go to our final question. Final question. Matty G also asks, in this episode, Eve's father continues to be awful, but he does reveal to us that Eve made a major error that led to dozens of injuries. What lessons should Eve take away from this experience? How do you think she will change her approach to being a hero going forward? Because that, I also did kind of have that. I didn't say exactly what happened. I was like, what if it's radiated? Like, she does need to check
what if there's
the issue
a reason?
is.
Yeah, exactly. Because, I mean, a lot of times being a superhero isn't enough, especially in situations where it's not just like person falling, stop them from falling. But there are a lot of times when you have to consider the like multi-level like butterfly effect type things that are going to happen because of those actions.
How's that apply to what Eve did?
You can't just think, oh, that lot is ugly, I'm going to make a playground. You have to think about all of the potential outcomes and then go from there. You can't, like, just because you're a superhero and typically the way that you save people is like you see someone in trouble and then you fix it. When you're doing like the larger scale type stuff that Eve has been talking about doing, you know, it's kind of like the same thing as the forest fire, where like you
were questioning whether the forest fire was actually a thing. You were like, well, she probably just did the whole nature process. Like, no, she's kind of just abruptly putting it back to normal and not allowing nature to do its thing.
Yeah, I was thinking of it more in the context of like if you see a fire is about to like burn down someone's home, like redirecting the fire.
Yeah, we had the same conversation, but that's not what was happening.
Yeah, but the idea that like the long-term implications of an immediate action that you don't consider having the potential to be dangerous, if not just as dangerous, if not more dangerous,
like the
than
fire could
the
be
original
a lot
situation.
Bigger,
exactly.
Forest fire, because if you just keep letting it grow, it's going to eventually just have a massive like kindling
Yeah,
storage.
or you go, oh, I want to blow this fire away from this person's house, save their house. You blow the fire, and now it's a way bigger fire. Like
that's not quite how her powers work, but I get the sentiment.
the idea of it.
Yeah, I think the whole how do I know that's to code is a very apt thing to say.
A good point.
Because her powers don't quite work where it's like restore this to its previous version. It's like make it what I think.
Like
to
she's
make
not
it.
an engineer.
Exactly. She needs Yaoyorozu with her book.
Yeah. Well, then there's also an aspect of like when you live in a society.
We live in a society.
When we live in a society, social rules you have to follow. Like we decided there's going to be a giant building. We need to have rules to make sure that that giant building is safe, and we need multiple people checking it to ensure that there aren't incredible, dangerous mistakes made.
Yeah.
And just because you're a superhero, that doesn't change that rule exists and needs to be followed.
Yeah, we'll see if she sort of reforms the way she uses her powers, is a little bit more informed on it. Because I bet she could fix the foundation to work. She just needs to know that that's an issue. So she needs to work more closely with people that are in the know of those kind of things. Well, all right. That is where we're left for this episode. Are we excited for season 2, episode 3 of Invincible?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.